Your phone hasn't buzzed once in the last 10 minutes. You've still checked it in 3 times. That's not boredom. That's not a bad habit either. That's a very specific chemical doing exactly what it evolved to do, and once you see how it actually works, you'll never look at your phone the same way again. Here's what almost everyone gets wrong about this. You think dopamine is the chemical of pleasure, the reward you get when something good happens. That's not quite it. Dopamine isn't about reward, it's about anticipation. It fires the strongest not when you get the good thing, but right before, in the uncertainty of not knowing if you will. Neuroscientists proved this with something simple. They gave test subjects a reward on a random, unpredictable schedule instead of a fixed one. Dopamine spiked higher and stayed active longer when the outcome was uncertain than when it was guaranteed. Which means the most addictive thing isn't the reward, it's not knowing if this next check is the one that pays off. And that's exactly how your phone is built. Every time you pull to refresh, you don't know what you will get. Maybe nothing, maybe a message from someone you like, maybe 50 likes on a photo. That unpredictable is the entire mechanism, the same one behind slot machines. Casinos figured this out decades before tech companies did. A slot machine doesn't pay out on a schedule, it pays out randomly, just often enough to keep you pulling the lever. Your notification feed works on the exact same principle. Unpredictable, variable rewards, just often enough to make one more check, feedward it every single time. This isn't a coincidence or a side effect. Multiple former tech designers have publicly admitted that apps are engineered using principles borrowed directly from slot machine psychology: pull to refresh, infinite scroll, the notification badge, and build around the same uncertainty loop. Here's why it'll just have more self-control doesn't work as a fix. This isn't a willpower problem. It's a design problem engineered by teams whose entire job is to make disengaging feel slightly harder than continuing. Think about the small frictions. Closing an app takes one tap. Opening it back up takes one tap too. But the app has an infinity feed waiting, while quitting has nothing waiting for you to tell. The asymmetry is intentional. Every scroll rewards you with something new. Every exit rewards you with nothing. Your brain running on the ancient reward-seeking circuitry will choose the option with a payoff over the option with no, every time, even you went consciously one stop. This is also why you feel a small itch of unease when you leave your phone in another room. That's no anxiety about missing something specific. It's your dopamine system responding to the loss of a variable reward source it's been training to check. So here's what it actually works, based on how the mechanism is built, not one more willpower. First, remove the unpredictable Note app. Turning off non-essential notification does more than muting sound. It removes the random cue that trains your brain to check. No random cue, no anticipation loop. Second, add friction back in your site. Moving distracting apps for your home screen or logging out instead of staying logged in adds back a few seconds of friction. Small, but enough to interrupt the automatic reach. Third, and the one people underestimate the most, replace the checking moment with something else that also delivers a small hit of anticipation. A 2 minutes walk, a text to a friend, even just standing up. You're not fighting the urge. You're redirecting it towards something with an actual payoff, instead of leaving your brain with only one exit ramp. Here's the part that reframes all of it. You were never addicted to your phone. You are addicted to not knowing what's next. The phone just happens to be the most efficient delivery method for feeling humans have ever built. Once you see the mechanisms clearly, the compulsion loses some of this grip. Not because you suddenly have more discipline, but because you are no longer mistaking a designated loop for a personal failing. So, next time you had reaches for your phone with no real reason, pause for 1 second and ask, I'm checking for something or I'm just chasing the uncertainty? Let me know in the comments how many times a day do you think you actually check your phone? The real number might surprise you. And if you want more of this, the hidden ways your mind works against you, subscribe. Next videos every week.